Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of SimCity. This city is alright, it will get there in the end, but the way I've started building this with the excessive budget, I've just kind of built and destroyed and done whatever I've wanted. But I don't know, I think it's going to get there in the end, so I think what we need at the moment is a bus shuttle depot, although we could go for the step up and take this one here, which is a terminal for a larger municipal and regional buses. Okay, that looks interesting. Just means you can go to other regions as well, which could help with tourists and also commuters as well, so I think that's just an all-round good idea. Or you could do the double-decker one, which is just excessive. Actually, I think that's something from the special pack that's not really anything different. Yeah, double-decker buses. They're going to be the red double-decker buses we have in London. Okay, cool. So let's put that down here. This is where I thought would be a good place to put it. Or maybe, yeah, no, that'll do. We'll put it there. Now that I've said that, I thought actually the best place to put it is near the industrial area. But anyway, we can now have buses. And one of the things that I wanted to find out is how we set up the school bus stops. So if we edit this, you see we still can't set up school bus stops specifically, even though we have buses. I'm not really sure what's going on there. I could have swore last time what I did was actually use that edit menu to put the bus stops in place, but I don't know. Let's wait a minute, let's go back one step. Bus stops appear there. Am I going mad? Did I overlook it? Is it? There it is. Oh, all this time. School bus stop. So I think that's going to apply for all the different schools as well, because you see there isn't one specifically for another type. So let's put these down again with the buses and the bus stops. We've got to put them on either side of the street, and we're going to go all out here. We want, well, actually we should be not too excessive. Let's see where we can put this. If we put them there and there, they're going to cover both of these streets pretty much. Nope, that's not quite where I wanted you to go. Can we actually demolish that individual bus stop? Probably not. Oh no, we can. That's good. Oh, they don't like that, do they? Don't worry, don't worry. Let's slow down the pace as well. Okay, so if we put that on that street, we can't put one on the other side. You need a big gap between them. So let's put one there and one there. I think that works. There we go. They're on either side of the street. And then what we'll do is maybe this street here, like that, and then do the same thing on this one. So we should be covering all of these areas quite well. And then let's say the bottom side of these two streets, and this one over here. And there we go. I think we've covered that area quite well. Have to keep our eye on that as we expand. Let's do this area over here next. So where do we want to put these? On the main avenue? Let's do that for now. Okay, and then we're going to put one down the end of this street as well. Put them spaced out a bit so it covers more area. And then this road here as well. Okay, looking good. Right. How about this street? We'll put them there and there. And then further down the same street again. Here. Whoa, no child left behind. Plot 20 school buses in one city. Or bus stops even. Very good. Well, we're going to be putting down more. Going to be putting them everywhere, all over this street. And then down the main avenue as well. So this area is going to be well and truly covered. Let's put that there and that one there. And then I think we just need one on these two corners. Okay, there we go. All that area is really well covered now. Very good. Let's see what the approval rating is like now. It's gone up by 2% since I last checked. We've still got a problem with the germs. I put in a wellness centre. We've got a hospital and 2 clinics, but it doesn't seem to be helping that much. So what are we going to do next? Right, we need to be educating our people, because that's what all the industries were complaining about, not having enough skilled and educated workers. But I think all of these areas are covered now by those bus stops, so we have a look. Actually, no, we need to put more buses in, don't we? So let's go all out there. Close this. Let's put in more of these as well. Make sure they have more than enough. Wow, my budget is really starting to get beaten down. We need a lot more residential. Okay, so we don't put any buses down for this, that's fine. Probably the same thing for the... Oh, start research project. And we have 279 students in our university. Wow. Let's start a research project. Wow, this is so cool. This is what I wanted to get to. This kind of stuff. So we can do a solar farm as a great works. That could provide city for a region. Possibly. Interesting. A vertical turbine. Generation 2 thermal reactor. A fast neutron reactor. Clean coal generator. That could be cool. Clean oil generator. Surgical centre. Detective wing. I've noticed some of these require something else as well. And Space Centre of Great Works. That is... The space is the ultimate goal, isn't it? That's something I really want to do. We should start off with one of these projects that is beneficial for everyone though. So we need a School of Science for a solar farm of great work. And a School of Engineering. So why don't we add those to our universities? We can also click this upgrade button. What does that do? Oh, right. Oh, do you know what we haven't built yet? A town hall. We need to put that in place. Okay, so you click upgrade, and I'm not sure what changed. I think they put a few extra things around the building. Let's edit that. So it was School of Engineering and School of Science. And we'll put that on this side. And a dormitory, what does that mean? That sounds like a good idea. They contribute to population. Do they pay taxes? The School of Science is not approved yet. Educate more students in one day to reach your next upgrade threshold. Okay, so we have a target. We need to educate more people. Very cool. I know, we already had a look at that. So if we're going to educate more people, let's see how many are in each of our schools. No one is in there. If we had a look at how many it taught yesterday, that's a good idea. So 59, 0. Oh. Okay. 648 students taught yesterday, wow. What is the maximum? Apparently it's 500. Well, that needs upgrading, I think. Let's add an extension wing over here. There we go, and with our high school, let's just add, I don't know, no one was turning up for it yet, so I think it's probably not a good idea. Let's just upgrade our grade school. Put some extra classrooms down there. Okay, so hopefully that helps for now. Right, let's look at our demand for different areas next. Dark yellow regional demand for factories. I think what we need to do is add a bit more industry, but not too much, and then focus on getting the rest of this residential done. We also don't have a lot of commercial, which doesn't seem to be a bad thing this time round. We do have a lot of fires going on at the moment. Maybe we need another fire station as well. I'm going to put one over here. This corner here was where I left some space aside to put in services like this. If we build a large fire station, it's going to cost an awful lot of our budget. I'll tell you what, we'll put in a normal one for now. We can always remove it later. Let's put that on the corner here and give it some extra fire trucks. We'll just have 2. And then the fire bell, sign and a flagpole. All of that's good. There we go, so that's some more fire coverage. And let's look at our taxes again. Yeah, look, we've got hardly any commercial going on at all, so we need to zone out some more commercial regions, which I've got space for down the side here, so why don't we do that, and that'll fill in those gaps. Maybe they want to have some commercial there, and we'll leave this side here because we're not sure what we're doing with that just yet. So those bits are all commercial. Let's give those ones as well. We'll put residential on this side. There's only probably going to be enough room for a few small houses down here. And what else can we modify around here? Oh, we've got a couple of abandoned buildings. Let's get rid of those. Was that another one I saw? Nope. Everything looks good. Okay, so I think we need to decide on what we're going to do with some more residential zones. I think this area here just has to be made into residential, doesn't it? Let's put another... See, maybe we could do a small industrial area down here. I cannot make up my mind. Okay, high density street. Let's do that. Just drag it down so it's nice parallel. Now if we put in a industrial zone, I've noticed it actually gives you an indicator. You can see the back of the road there. So if we move, sorry, not the back of the road, you see a little yellow marker, that's the back of the area. So we can actually move over this road that we just built. Can we have a second one going parallel? No, we're just going to have to delete it and then try and get the next one built in the right position. There we go. Roads. Oh, I've kind of lost track of where it was. Let's do the zone first and try and get a marker. Okay, that tree right there is a good marker, and then a little bit away from that one. So let's drag across. That tree is going to get removed. I think that's a bit too much, isn't it? How close can we go there? Like that. So let's take a look at our zoning now. And it's going to run right alongside that road, possibly a bit too close at this end. Okay, let's add that in. Now we should probably wait and see what happens, because it might not have enough room to put some of the bigger ones in there. Well, that's not a bad thing really, there's plenty of room for the big ones. So then what we should do, I think, is put commercial on this side. And then that'll probably be the last of the commercial that we have, and then we can fill in a bit of what are they called? Bit of residential in this bit here. Okay. And we are not going to have a lot of room at all, are we? Let's drag that there, connect that road there, and then just zone that all off as residential. And we do have a lot of demand for high wealth residential as well. It's something to take note of. Maybe we should have some more parks around the place, and then things will develop into high wealth. I think we're going to have to zone off this area residential as well soon, because we need a lot more citizens in our city. Let's have a look what they say. There are lots of high wealth jobs available. Build parks or city services to attract wealthier workers. Well, we did set up the bus terminal down here. That's a city service, so let's add some more buses. There we go. And a sign, and then we need to place down bus stops, so we're going to do the same thing again. Tell you what, we just zoned off a residential area over here. If we go to education, let's just add one there and one there. We space them out, they're on either side of the road, and they cover a large area as well, so that should help with the rating of that area. Then for buses, we're just going to have to try and cover everything. Okay, so that area is already covered because that's the bus terminal. So let's put down, stop on either side of the road there, either side here. Okay, this bit's probably a little boring. You've seen me do this a couple of times already, so I'm going to zone out. I'm going to cover the whole area with bus stops and then be back in a moment. Okay, all the bus stops have been placed in. Let's put down some playgrounds. Playgrounds? No, different parks. We don't want playgrounds. We want some of the more expensive ones. Try and boost our residential areas again. And we also don't have any parks in this new area, so let's add one there. That should help. And again, look at all these sad faces everywhere. What's the problem? Again, the health problem. I don't understand it. I keep upgrading my health services and people are not happy with it. Let's have a look at the coverage. Coverage is really good. Maybe not over in this corner, but that's not where the problems are. How very strange. Well, I'm not sure what to do about that. I could try and build another clinic, but we've already got ones that are here. Let's see. Treating 17 patients. 32 a day. And the treatment capacity is 40, so there shouldn't be too much of a problem there. Maybe I'm missing something. Let's have a look at what's available to us. The health map. So germ level in the industrial area, that's expected. And over here it seems to be okay. And then down there it's not too good. That kind of affects this area a tad. It's really worrying. Why is it like that? Doesn't look like a lot of people are getting to the main hospital. Treating 2 patients. Here might be our problem. Let's have a look. So, the max capacity is 50, but we're treating 2. And why? We have a wellness van and 12 ambulances, but it's just not making the difference. Maybe we need a patient room that allows us to treat another 75 patients. Or maybe it's because we don't have a sign. That would be really silly if that was the reason. Who knows? So, air pollution, what's that looking like? It's bad down there as you would expect. And over here, it's not really that bad anymore. Okay, and our ground pollution is terrible in this corner as you would expect, and then over here it's gotten pretty bad as well. And we don't have any radiation. Okay, cool. Well, let's hope that improves over time. We're up to 64% on our approval rating now. It's just the dying and the injuries. It really does seem like that's the problem. We want a park around here. Where are you? Where are you located at? So who wants a park? Because I've spaced them out. There's quite a few. Let's put another one down here. And in this area, they are fairly spaced out a bit, but they are quite consistent as well. I'm really not sure where else to put one. Maybe right here in the middle. There looks like there's a gap just over here. Maybe we could squeeze park in there. We can. That's cool. That helps. There we go. Let's turn those frowns around. There's a little gap down here as well where there could be some industry. Okay, that's strange. There's just a gap there. Let's add that and get another factory going. Okay, this is looking really good now. What to do next? I'm really not sure. We just need to keep improving the approval rating. Most of our money's spent on health as well, and we still have a problem with that. And then a lot on education, as you'd expect. So maybe there's other things we should be spending our money on as well, like the government. We don't even have a town hall yet. How long has that taken me? I did mention it a while ago. Let's build this thing already. Now, we want to expand our university over time, so let's not build it too close to that. Maybe along here. That looks like a good place to put it. Although, if you look, it marks out all the expansion areas around it as well. So let's put it right there. That'll do. Very cool. Opposite our solar power as well. So we are a green city. And we want you to know that. Okay, City Hall. We can edit this. Wow, I never knew you could do this. Department of Education. Oh, I'm learning too little too late. Anyway, if you believe the children are our future, then you need a Department of Education. With this, the City Hall department, you can add high schools and your very own university. Well, we already have those, but I'll build one anyway. Since that's what we're about. Finance. The ability to tax wealth levels independently. Now that would be really interesting. Oh, I want to do that. Tourism, transport, utilities. And I can get a simcopter. Okay, let's put in a Department of Finance as well. And then a sign for our town hall. I can also put in a mayor's house, which is free, so I might as well do that. Where do I want to live? I want to live next to the bus station. Why not? There we go. Okay, we can see our goal there. Now in the last city, our population got all the way up to 75,000, and that was mainly due to density. We're not getting a lot of skyscrapers, are we? Although we are over this side. Interesting, very interesting. Maybe this town hall will help improve our approval rating. Still at 64. Anyway, let's have a look. We can now tax wealth levels independently. That is really good. And what we should do is lower the taxes on the poor and then raise them on the rich. Okay, there we go. And now we are making 32 an hour, but we're losing 27. Okay, and our money is running low. I really have just spent. Probably not the best approach. So, I think, again, we still need more residential, as you can see. And a little bit of commercial as well. We need to fill in all of these gaps down here now. I don't think we're going to need any more. We have a fire truck service over there and a police station. We could probably build them down in this corner as well. So I think we should fill in this area here with residential. Okay, this area has been done, and I've sort of gone around, added a few more parks, taken care of a few little things like removed some of the smaller houses. And if we look at the overall density on this side, things are doing good, but over here we're really starting to develop some high density residential areas, which is great because it brings in a lot more citizens, and you can see our population. Let's have a look at that. You can see there, that's where we started over again. We had 84,000 citizens before then, and now we're getting up to 58. I wonder what other things we can see like this. Interesting. So we can see our unemployment rate. That could mean that we need more industrial. Let's have a look. Again, what does the yellow mean? The dark yellow, that is. Regional demand for factories. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. We're doing really well now, I think. Probably going to play this a little bit between now and the next episode, because I pre-recorded a few episodes today. And then I'm going to look for all of your feedback in the comments and figure out what I'm doing wrong and right with this place. And look at this. This is strange. Down here it's like a square of pollution. But this is supposedly supposed to help remove that. I don't know. So I'm going to let the city develop. I'm probably not going to build too many more services. I upgraded the fire trucks down here. I'll probably do little things like that. And then when we come back next episode, hopefully we'll have a lot to talk about and a lot to do with the city to progress it further, but it looks really nice at the moment. I'd like to see more skyscrapers around this central part. I think that'll look really cool. But as always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.